Hi, this is Andrew Nemec with the Oregonian and OregonLive. I'm here with Alex Molden, former Oregon Duck, longtime NFL veteran. I don't know, how do we say that? NFL veteran. Your son's here, Elijah Molden.
Yep.
Obviously been recruited for a long time, 4-star prospect. First Oregon player ever to be invited to the opening in back-to-back years. Must be a proud dad here today.
I am. I'm super proud. He's worked very hard. He worked very hard over the years, and this is pretty cool where you can be able to, because of your hard work and of course your dedication, and then you going out to these regional openings, and if you perform well against other competition, then you can be rewarded and get invited to this and treated to royalty, I guess.
Right.
So yeah, I'm super proud.
You're a big-time recruit in your own right. What was your recruitment like? I imagine you didn't do 5 or 6 interviews in a day and have ESPN talking to you and all that. How did that go for you? What was that like?
I didn't do any interviews back then. It was just a lot. The one thing, because it was over 20 years ago, but it was a lot of phone calls. The coaches, some of the coaches that I looked up to for so long and things like that, is now they're calling my house, they're talking to my mom, they're talking to my brother. They're making me feel so welcome and warm and a part of the university. And you would get tons of mail. That still happens now, but there wasn't no Twitter. There wasn't any of that type of stuff.
The other big piece is there's a lot of, not pressure on him, but there's a lot of push for him to compete in these type of events. I know E-Force football and 7-on-7 he was doing for a while.
Yeah.
Did you have those opportunities for year-round football? 7-on-7 obviously was not a massive thing back then.
I don't remember 7-on-7.
Okay.
Honestly, we didn't have any of that type of stuff. In the off season, you either played basketball, you ran track, or you played baseball. So when it came time to perform and be able to showcase some of your talent, your skills after the season, it wasn't there.
Yeah. How is Elijah's recruitment different from yours? Obviously, like you said, there's still the phone calls, there's still the mail, but the social media aspect, the scout, the rivals, me unfortunately calling him all the time, bugging him, he has to deal with a lot more public push from people and requests for interviews and things probably than you did.
Yeah, oh, for sure. And the thing about it is, because he's gotten so many requests like this, it's really as showcase some of his off the field. How he presents himself, how he can talk into a camera. He's well spoken. So you have that aspect of things. And then the recruiting process now, it's not just the phone calls. And back when I was being recruited, there was no blackout periods, no dark periods. It was just they can call you anytime, anywhere. I didn't have a cell phone. That was before. It wasn't before cell phones.
We gotta cut out some of this age reference stuff.
I'm about to say, yeah. Just the house phone was going. It was always ringing. But now he won't get phone calls until September 1st.
Sure.
But coaches can be able to DM him, on social media. They can go through our coach and then, relay the message, and then we can call the coaches. So, the game has changed. And then the branding or the marketing aspect of things. The things that we get from different schools and their coaches, with seeing his picture on a mock magazine of GQ to, personal letters from coaches, Mother's Day, Father's Day. It's pretty intense. It's pretty intense.
Speaking of intensity, the opening is an intense environment.
Yeah.
Not only a lot of talent, but there's a lot of talking between players. There's a lot of trash talk.
Yeah.
A guy drove up in a Lamborghini and committed with a flag. Those are things that I know you've had Elijah shy away from in his career, not talking a lot of trash, because really it doesn't really matter how good you are in high school, you still have a long way to go. How hard is it as a parent to know that he needs to be here and wants to be here to compete against the best,
yeah,
but there's also that kind of culture around an event like this that I guess is comparable to maybe AAU basketball and some of the trash talking and stuff that goes on at that level?
Yeah, and so the one thing I've always kind of preached to my kids is, it means a lot more when other people talk about you and your game and your play. When you have to talk and tell people how good you are, it doesn't go as far. But But once you put the helmets on, the game changes. A lot of cats out here, they can talk all that, but they know they're not getting hit.
Right.
Once you put the helmets on, it's a different game. So that's one aspect. The other aspect, like I said, I wasn't a very talkative guy. I would talk a little bit, but it was just to get myself going.
Sure.
But it means a lot more when other people can talk about your play, and not talking negatively about what you bring on and off the field. Because only yipping yapping that only goes so far, and that's really to present yourself or promote yourself. It goes farther when other people can promote you.
As a parent, he's got 4 options. How much are you saying, hey, I went to Oregon, we know everybody at Oregon, you're safe at Oregon, you're comfortable at Oregon, and hey, I can come to all your games,
yeah.
Versus, Stanford has some academic things to offer, Washington's kind of a blend of the two. What's your process as a dad going through this, knowing that one of the finalists is a school you used to go to and you starred for?
Yeah, for sure. Well, one of the things that people got to understand is Elijah is Elijah. I'm myself, my wife is, and of course me and her both went to University of Oregon, but I'm taking myself out of it. I want the best that's for him. So whatever school is a perfect fit for him, I'm going to promote them. All right. Yeah, it'd be great if he would go to Oregon, but I'm not recruiting for Oregon. I want whatever's best for him. And as long as I can be able to, go to a game or two,
Right.
If it's on the West Coast, fabulous. If it's down south, that's great too. But I'm out of this. There's enough pressure on him that's going to be coming through the media and then the different coaches out there. So I'm not going to add any more pressure. This is his decision. This is the biggest decision in his life now. So football, I played 8 years in the NFL. I retired, I was 31 years old. It's still a big chunk of my life, that it's going to be, that I have to live. What school is going to set you up for after football? Whether it's, the contacts, the different relationships that you've built and how that can put you in a positive sense. Because football, you hope to play as long as you want to. Most of us, it's not. I would love to play another 8 years, but it is what it is. So whatever school that's going to set him up, that's the school that I'm going to cheer for.